to win it.
Yeah, I think our guys have wrapped our minds around that. That's what this series is. You're just going to have to make these plays in the trenches, and they might look different, game to game, quarter to quarter, minute to minute. Was that the game plan in the fourth quarter? To get whatever 4 extra possessions, and I can't say that was, but you just have to find different solutions, knowing that there's going to be big challenges. You're just going to have to make effort plays. You're going to have to make the plays in between, and we were able to do that tonight. I thought there was a lot of free flowing stuff in the first half, and then by the time we got to the fourth quarter, it was just a total grind, and we got the necessary stops. We got a bunch of clean looks in the fourth quarter. We just couldn't knock them down, but we were getting those extra possessions, and that certainly helped.
Knowing that each series is kind of its own life form and all that, how much have you found yourself going back to various spots of the regular season and saying, you've had to win games when shots weren't falling, when it wasn't always pretty offensively? There were so many things that you could pull from
1,000%. I think that we found the value in the grind of a regular season, and the grind in the struggle, and I've said that repeatedly. We found a beauty in that struggle, but without that struggle, where we didn't have to find different solutions to win, and different guys stepping up so that they had the confidence, for these kind of moments. If we didn't have the regular season, then you have zero chance to be able to do that in the playoffs. There was nothing easy about the regular season. There's nothing easy about this postseason. But if you can come to grips with that, it can make you collectively stronger. But we have great respect for the competitive nature of the Knicks and what they're bringing every single game. It's great we're able to hold home court, but we know we have a task in New York.
Rebounding was such an important part of the series. How important has Bam been in just his box outs, not only when he grabs the rebound, but just boxing out some of the.
Yeah, he has to do all of it. He has to play the pick and roll coverages, defend a great scorer in Randall. He's relentless with his attacking, and he knows how to draw fouls. He's physical. And then, when Bam's matched up against their fives, he has to block out and then rebound. And then if he's out on the perimeter, he has to go back and rebound. He's our best rebounder, so there's no classic rebound that he has to get. He has to do all the above, and he's done that for sure the last 2 games.
There's a number of kind of big defensive plays, whether it was like kind of Gabe jumping passing lanes, Max getting steals, the charge at the end, Jimmy with the block. Did it feel like those were sort of the momentum plays for you guys in this game, especially as it kind of got late and the shots weren't going in?
Yeah,
like
you
they
try
were
to
early?
stack up as many of those plays that are to your identity. We want to be physical. We want to put bodies in front of tough drives. Do whatever's necessary to try to get a stop on a possession, and then the physicality on the glass is next level in this series. So you also have to block out, but then you have to go get it as well. And you're never fully on balance when you're trying to rebound. That's just the nature of this series. We're at our best when we're physical, but also disruptive, active, and making multiple efforts. And this team will make you have to do all of those things every single possession. You can't ever glitch or relax because they are relentless with their attack.
You mentioned the offensive rebound wasn't necessarily part of the game plan, but this team has had big offensive rebounding games throughout the course of the season, even if it's not always there.
Yeah.
So how much is it ever strategic versus just something that develops organically when they sense the moment is necessary?
I think it's been more about making the winning plays or winning efforts, for this team. And what Tim was saying, that we've had to find different solutions to win tough regular season games. And some of those have been offensive rebounding games, where we got extra possessions. Sometimes they were games that we've just had to win in the mud with different guys stepping up. I think that beauty in the struggle that has given our group, they just love to compete, and they have an awareness that, against a team like this, you're just going to have to do a bunch of different things. Each game has been a different story, and that was probably 82 games for us. But we still have one more to get.
Max has some big shots again in this one. It seems like he's been the bridge kind of to the offense in a lot of ways, just in the outer areas. Just how important those areas when kind of attacking closeouts and all those type of small things.
Yeah, he's a player, so it's not just about the spacing of the floor. We do run him off of handoffs and back actions and get him on the move, but he's also a guy that can put the ball on the floor, which is important against a good defense. Like this, you can't predetermine, you can't just think that you're going to get the scripted open look. Sometimes you have to make some plays, and he can put the ball on the floor. He's fearless, getting to the basket, but he also can make some plays, for other guys. And he was good probably in a lot of different facets offensively today, in transition, as a screener, as a slip guy, as a drive guy, and as a catch and shoot guy, and then just spacing the floor. That's a credit to a lot of the work that he's done.
Well, you mentioned trying to find different solutions to win in the playoffs. Has there been an emphasis on pushing the pace, trying to get offense in the early shot clock?
I think it's probably an emphasis for both teams. It's an emphasis for probably every team. You get into the playoffs and everybody is saying that. It's just a lot harder to do in the playoffs. You get a lot more committed sprint backs. You're not getting these kind of regular season, give up 10 transition points in a quarter just because you're not making those efforts. Half-court defenses step up. I think you're seeing really competitive half-court defenses on both sides. So I'm sure both sides are saying that you got to try to loosen it up. You got to try to get some easy baskets somehow, some way. Even knowing that it's just easier said than done. But when we've been able to do it and commit to that energy, it's been extremely valuable for us.
Yeah, related to that question, you said a number of times the playoffs is a small sample size. Things don't always go according to plan. What do you think about your team's ability to identify, okay, this is what we have to do tonight to win this game, whether it be making shots, getting boards, whatever, being able to do it?
That's why, I'll probably always be a proponent of a regular season. You work through the struggles and find different solutions during a regular season. Now we've had so many crazy things happen this year that we probably had to find, way more solutions than you would want to going into a season. And then you face a very competitive team like we're facing right now. You better have a mentality that you just got to find a way to get it done for that game, whatever is required for that game, because they're competitive just like we are. They're going to compete on every possession, and the things that you typically might not just be able to do easily, they're not going to happen. And you got to go to plan B, plan C, plan D, and sometimes it might just be that extra effort play that makes a difference for that possession. All right?
Thank you.
Okay.
So obviously, you talk about the guys contributing, but just the balanced role in terms of Bam and Jimmy combining for 50 that I know starting role. What stands out to you from there?
Well, their competitive spirit that we all follow, because they're the top of the food chain in terms of two-way competitors. They do it on both ends of the floor. They can impact and put their fingerprints on playoff games, on any given possession, defensively or offensively. Like that, they've played in a lot of playoff games together, so we're following them, right now, and they're doing all the dirty work, and then they're doing all the glamorous work too. that's what's required right now.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Coach.